Tonight, what I've got is I'm going to use the book Expert Secrets, and I'm going to show you guys how to use the 5 ways of positioning offers in order to write ad copy variations that appeal to different people, different markets, the people that are after different things from the ads. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that. If you are catching this live, give me a hashtag live. If you're coming in on the replay, give me a hashtag replay. The very first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what those positioning statements are, right from here, straight from Expert Secrets. So it's the little known big difference. It's the hook that shows people something that they're not aware of that can create a big change in the thing that they're trying to achieve. Well known, little understood is something that everybody thinks that they know, but there's small details that they often overlook that make it be unsuccessful. There's one titled "This Changes Everything." It's something typically new that'll just happen in a submarket that changes completely how things are being done. The crystal ball theory is an angle that shows that something's been done successfully in the past and it's about to become obsolete. It's going to be something that that they're just not going to be able to use anymore because it's going to stop working. And then finally revisiting the fundamentals. Things are becoming too complicated and advanced, and going back to a more basic and simplistic way of going about doing those things. So in the book, he gives a couple of examples. I'm going to switch over here with the screen share. Might be a little hard to see there, but if you can see it, go ahead and throw some ones or some hearts at me and let me know that you can see everything there just fine. Switch over here with the screen share. Hey guys, thanks for coming on. I can't see who's all joined, but I see there's a couple of people here with me. One of the we're going to take a look first at little known big difference. Again, that's something people generally don't know about, but it has a huge impact. And one of the things that Russell used as an example is says there's this thing called ketosis that hardly anybody knows about. When you learn how to use it, you'll see a huge difference in your energy levels and how fast you can lose weight. And that's going to appeal to a certain kind of person. So what I have done is I've taken Russell's blips of examples and we've turned them into ad mock-ups. So here is the very first ad mock-up. They're the same thing. Put them side by side here so that it's easy to look at. We can actually read the text on the screen share here. Now, there's a few things that an ad needs in order to be successful, regardless of the format that you're using, and there's a few different formats you can use. They all require some basic things. You need to call out your audience. You need to somehow speak to the pain of the audience. You give your audience an irresistible offer. Give them some kind of scarcity. It needs to be accompanied by a clear picture or video, preferably not stock. In this case, just to have a decent looking advertisement, I grabbed kind of a stock photo from the Prove It website just because it's topical. This is not what I would use when running an ad. And then the other thing is you're going to repeat that worthy offer. So going by that, along with what I know about Facebook copy guidelines, I turned his copy into something that's Facebook acceptable. So we've got a call out here, attention fitness enthusiasts. Now there could be any number of people that you're targeting with this specifically, but fitness enthusiasts is a little safe. The weight loss niche, health and wellness in general, is a little difficult to write ad copy for because it's kind of dangerous territory. One of the things Facebook hates a lot is sensational claims. They hate shaming the reader in any way, shape, or form, or making the reader feel as if anything is their fault. So one of the best ways to get around that is to speak about this from your perspective. So put all the blame on you shame yourself. So that's what I've done in these copies is I switched them into the perspective about me as opposed to about the customer. But I did the me in a way that the customer can identify, and it brings some of that pain to the surface. So attention fitness enthusiast, I spent so much time and energy working hard in the gym and jumping from fad diet to fad diet. No matter what I did, I just could not seem to shake those few extra pounds. Sound familiar? Everyone has been talking about the new thing called ketosis, so I decided to find out what all the excitement was about. Wow, let me tell you, I couldn't believe the difference. Ketosis has by far had the largest impact on my energy levels and helped me finally shake those last few pounds. I think everyone needs to get this information to decide for themselves. The next 10 people to request the information about ketosis will get a free sample of ketones to help accelerate ketosis. Now, you need to be very careful when you're writing ad copy to avoid words like you and your. Facebook also really hates when you use the word this in ad copy, so you need to structure some of your sentence structure away from those types of words. Writing in the me is a great way to go about doing that. But even at that, avoiding the word this is a little difficult sometimes when you're speaking about something specific. But that's a little known big difference. And we've got what should be a pretty decent ad copy there. So we'll go back and we'll look at the next one here, which was well known, little understood. Again, this is the one that everybody thinks they know about it, but overlook key details. His example was everyone's talking about low carb diets, but people don't understand the concept of ketosis. You can be in ketosis as long as you're drinking ketones, even with carbs. So here he's using the you in your, so we're going to have to get rid of that. So here in my ad copy, I've gone ahead and done that with the next ad. Again, I've used the same image here just for consistency as an example. But attention fitness enthusiasts, I thought that I understood ketosis. I was cutting carbs and avoiding my favorite foods just to maintain the state of ketosis, so I could continue to see results. I guess I missed the memo. Everyone's talking about low carb diets, but there are a few details that I was overlooking. Turns out I was able to stay in ketosis the whole time as long as I was drinking ketones. I want everyone to experience the ability to stay in ketosis without sacrificing all the stuff they love, so I'm offering to pay to send samples. Money doesn't grow on trees, so I have to limit this offer to the next 50 people. Hit the download button to get that voucher right now. So I've done my call out. I've talked about the pain through my experience, telling a story about me and avoiding putting that blame on the user. I've presented the thing that people don't understand, and I've made it in a way. I've created my offer along with scarcity, and then I've told them what to do. I gave them a call to action, and then down in the bottom here, you'll learn about ketosis. Request your free sample. It's going to be about the same, repeated piece all the way through. So we've hit all 6 psychological triggers here. The next example is this changes everything. Something big has happened in the submarket. You don't know about it. You're going to miss out big time if you don't get in on it. Now, Blake Newbar super took advantage of this. If anybody watched his release of the social media lead machine, all of the lead up was something's coming. There's a whole new way to make money with funnels. It was a master class in how to implement this positioning. But Russell's example was, are you trying to stick to a low carb diet and 5 cravings are just too much? Do you vow to start again with the same strategy? You need to learn about a new type of ketones that put your body into ketosis, kill your craving, and help you lose weight easily. This changes everything. So again, we're using you and your, and then lose weight easily. That's never going to fly no matter how you position that on Facebook. So we're going to get rid of that, but we're going to kind of keep the same feel of everything that he did here in order to position things in the same way. So here's this changes everything. Attention fitness enthusiasts. I tried sticking to I tried sticking to a low carb diet and found the cravings to be too much. I would start on Monday, and by Wednesday, I would vow to start over the next week with the same strategy. Sound familiar? I know I'm not alone here. I was doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Looking back, it felt like pure insanity. A friend told me about something called ketones. I needed different results, so I knew I needed to change what I was doing. I decided to give them a try. I couldn't believe the difference. I had fewer cravings, and I was staying in ketosis. This changes everything. I wanted to share this I want to share the secret of ketones with the next 50 people. Hurry and click the download button to request a free sample. Call out the pain made, and I pre-framed the offer here. Basically, you know, if you keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results, is the definition of insanity. Kind of work that in, but in a way that's not going to get us flagged. Called out the pain, made the offer, presented scarcity, and then of course we have the repeat of that where the offer down on the bottom, and we have a third variation of position for the same product. So variation number 4 is called the crystal ball theory. The crystal ball theory is that saying something that used to be done in the past is becoming obsolete. We need to persuade them that it's becoming common knowledge that there's something different that needs to change, and getting in early is going to give them a major windfall. His example was, are you tired of dieting, counting calories, but not seeing results? Research shows this takes low-carb diets. Research shows that low-carb diets are not enough for the average person anymore. The diet of the future takes low-carb to the next level. You drink ketones and instantly put your body into ketosis. So instantly putting into ketosis, that seems sensational. I mean, it might well be. It's not my product. I don't know. But it seems sensational. I would venture to say that's going to get flagged. We're doing you and your again. And then the diet of the future seems like one of those things that are probably also going to get us flagged. So we're not going to use that. So instead, again, we're going to adjust that copy a little bit to eliminate some of those things. And this is the crystal ball theory. Attention fitness enthusiasts. I spent countless hours of my diet counting calories and logging water without seeing results. Research is showing that low-carb diets alone are not enough for the average person to stay in ketosis anymore. Don't worry, there's still hope. The research also shows that sources of ketones can put the human body into ketosis and assist with reducing cravings. We're not going to say that it reduces cravings because that's very, very final, very sensational. So we're going to say that it assists, so it helps out with this, which is kind of more subjective, but not misleading. This is taking low carb to the next level. Click the download button and be one of the 50 people to get a free ketone sample. So again, it's pretty similar to the others, but it's a totally different angle and position on the same ad copy. And finally, here's the last one, guys. Number 5, revisiting the fundamentals. Things have become too complicated. We need to go back to basics and simplify it. His example is, do you spend hours logging every morsel you eat, every second of exercise, an ounce of water you drink? Diet trends have gotten out of hand lately. Have really gotten out of control lately. It's time to go back to basics. With the ketosis diet, you only have to do 2 things. You drink ketones in the morning and again at night. Keep your carbs below 20 grams per day, and you're good to go. So that's a little less sensational than some of the other claims, although this is almost too good to be true. I think we can get away with this without getting shut down. But again, you and your, we're going to get rid of those. We're going to make this a story about me, or a story about the advertiser or the client or whatever this happens to be. So here goes back to fundamentals. Attention fitness enthusiasts. I've spent hours logging every morsel eaten, every second of exercise, and every ounce of water that I consumed in the pursuit of maintaining my diet. If you ask me, diet trends have gotten out of hand. Remember when everything used to be simple? I thought those days were long gone. On my quest to find diet simplicity, I discovered the ketosis diet. It requires 2 things. Drink ketones in the morning and at night. Keep my carb intake below 20 grams a day. I can handle that. Click the Learn More button to find out how the next 50 people can get a free ketone sample. There again, we've hit all the triggers. We've done a little bit of pre-framing. And, remember, when everything used to be simple, that really calling people back where they've gone through diet after diet after diet and experienced different results. Remember when things used to be simple, they're going to go back and they're going to go, geez, yeah, remember they used to tell you just eat low fat and exercise and everything was good. And now we're counting everything that we eat and we're logging water. And so it's really, really exacerbating that pain with a little statement. We're letting them do the work for that themselves. And then we're some scarcity along with our call to action. The psychological triggers don't need to go in order. but you want to make sure that you have them all hit. So that's it, guys. Drop some comments on the video. Let me know what you think of applying the 5 ways of positioning offers in order to write ad variations that appeal to different people within different markets and demographics. Now, what I would do is I would take these ads side by side and run all 5 ad variations against your target. Give them $5 a day. Let them run. Get some decent traffic to them so you can make some decisions about how they're performing, and then shut off everything except the best performer. It's going to be a great way to be able to test multiple different hooks from different angles, and that's exactly what we're doing here. We're testing different hooks, but each one of these hooks are going to appeal to somebody different within the demographic profile, the psychographic profile, and the behavioral analysis that we've laid out within the Facebook ad. So again, if you're not in my group, Lead Generation, Funnels, and Automation for Small Business Owners, come on in. There's stuff like this that happens all the time. I try to drop all kinds of great information on you guys. And hey, if there's something that you want to learn, request it. I'm going to put together a little sheet on these 5 fundamentals with some of these examples that you can download. So come on into the group and you'll be able to get a hold of that. All right, I'm going to let you guys go because it is getting late. And I've got a few other things that I still need to do tonight. So I hope everybody got something out of this, and I will see you guys later.